Annie, do you want to go to Hollywood Studios?
I'm so dreamy.
You're so sweet.
I'll just to
Try to wake up. I've got your bluey, okay?
Good morning. It is Hollywood Studios Day, and it is day 3, I think, of our trip. And I'm tired. It's been cold. And I know a lot of you on Instagram have been wondering, why are you at Animal Kingdom Lodge? Well, I was like, well, you know what? Instead of waiting till we get back to do a Q&A, I was like, maybe I should just get ready and just go ahead and tell the people why we're at Animal Kingdom Lodge. I also had a lot of people ask me, how do I like Port Orleans Riverside? And I've got a feeling that today I might not be super popular, so let's distract me with a get ready. So I am using my primer right here. This is Urban Decay. And then the foundation, when I am at Disney, I use the Merit. This is so easy to use because it's just a foundation stick and I just draw all over my face and then brush it in. But to recap, so our original plan was to stay at Port Orleans Riverside. We booked it, I don't remember how far long ago we booked it, but less than maybe a week ago. I don't know if any of you guys know or not, but I am an affiliate with DVC Rental Store. So if you're not familiar with DVC rental or anything like that, so essentially DVC is the Disney Vacation Club, and through the Disney rental store, I can rent a DVC member's points. So whether it's leftover points or if they just put them up for sale, etc., I can rent those points and essentially stay at a deluxe resort for 40 to 60% off. That's pretty incredible. That's how I stay at a lot of our deluxe resorts, and then get, for example, September, it was a 1-bedroom villa and I paid $400 for a night. So all that to say that it's a really great deal. You can get a lot more space, a lot more bang for your, a lot of bang for your buck. Is that the words? Yeah. So I was browsing on there for some reservations, just as I always do, just trying to catch a really great price. The other day I found Animal Kingdom Lodge, a 1-bedroom villa, and it ended up being, it was 2 nights, so we were gonna have to do a split stay, essentially 3 nights, because it was, whatever, the dates weren't really matching up exactly. So this is what I used, the e.l.f. color corrector. So I begged and begged and begged Tyler, and I was like, please, because he wasn't fond about doing split stays. He's not too crazy about them. So I begged and begged enough for him to be like, okay, Andrea, we can do it. So then I messaged my travel agent and asked, hey, we're so-and-so days out until we actually check in. Are there any cancellation fees? Will it hurt me in the long run? And she was like, I just want to make sure. I don't think so, because you're just editing your reservation. So I don't think so, but I'll call in the morning at 7 a.m. So I was like, okay, perfect. So then reality started setting in, and I was like, you know what? I probably just don't feel like doing a split stay this trip because it's January. It's been crazy. Christmas is nuts for everybody. So it's like, you know what? Let's just do a peaceful trip. Let's not do a split stay. So that was, this is Tower 28. This is my concealer. So that was the deciding factor. So do you know how hard it is to chat and multitask? Because I have to think so hard about my makeup. So that was our deciding factor, and life went on as normal. So we arrived Saturday evening. and we enjoyed our evening around the resort. We are a family that loves taking advantage of Movie Under the Stars. So every resort has a thing called Movie Under the Stars, and they will play a movie typically like Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I think there's another one in there. I think 4 times a week. And they'll provide the blankets, put it in like the lawn area, and you all can watch a movie, which is really, really nice. So we enjoyed that. We had some dinner from their quick service. We always get a large pizza during arrival day, and I get a chicken Caesar salad. That's just the thing that we always do. And it's a really great price, like a large pizza at the quick service restaurants, at all the restaurants. It's like $22 versus buying 3 meals for all of us. It's just really, really great price and affordable. So then our plan was day one, like full day, we were going to be doing a rest day. So if you've watched my prep with me, like the itinerary, you know the plans up until the chaotic part of where everything just kind of went south. So day one, we pretty much call it a chill day because it's raining a lot. So we're spending a lot of time in our room until actually the rain just passes. Like, we're not going into a park, so I'm not really gonna fight the weather. So we were just chilling. We were relaxing. We were making this vacation more of our relaxing trips. And then, I didn't show you what I put under my eyes. This is the Charlotte Tilbury finish, and then my normal powder Makeup Forever. So we were spending a lot of time in there, and I recognize that the princess rooms are like really popular. Maybe it has to do because there's princesses everywhere. I get it, noted. But even like the night before, when I was trying to set up like my electronics zone and get everything charging, I noticed even the electrical outlets were severely outdated. Like, there wasn't any USB ports. There wasn't that many electrical outlets in the room. The plate covers were not even flush with the electric outlet. So like, whenever I plugged something in, it wasn't very tight. If one wrong move, it was over. So needless to say, these rooms are probably one of the last rooms that have had a renovation or like an update. Even some of the upholstery was kind of outdated, but I'm not bratty. Like, I can live with it. I get it. Like, it is a resort room. There's been thousands of people stay in this exact same room. There's going to be some wear and tear. Like, I get it. Even though there is carpet in the room, that kind of like has freaked me out for years. That's why I've pushed that one off for a really long time. That's why I pushed Beach Club off for a long time until they got that carpet out, because it just freaks me out. I like the hardwood floor. I like the laminate, so forth. Here is my contouring palette. This is just a Sephora collection. So that's that. We're out. We go to Disney Springs because I wanted a salad from the boathouse, and we are just kind of walking around. We didn't really even plan on shopping much like we typically do because we didn't spare too much room in our luggage. So we're not bringing back too many toys this trip. So we're just chilling, enjoying Disney Springs, whatever. I think that's truly what all we did. We went back to the resort. My husband found like a fishing hole at Riverside. So if you have a husband that likes to fish, that's pretty cool. They have a fishing hole. Then I really wanted to rent some bikes and just kind of stroll around. I looked into the horse-drawn carriage, which looked lovely. It was like $60 for annual pass holders. And then what else? Like, I just wanted to kind of submerge myself in the resort and just enjoy it. So we spent the evening at the playground. Annie wanted to play at the playground, which was really nice. Their pool looks phenomenal, but it was just simply too cold, and honestly I forgot my swimsuit because it wasn't really a priority of mine. We're not going to Typhoon Lagoon. We're not going to Blizzard Beach. I knew it was going to be cold majority of our trip, so I was like, you know what, it's not even just I easily forgot it because it just wasn't prioritized in my life. So we didn't really get in the pool, but it looked really, really nice. They have a campfire every single night where you can take advantage of like s'mores. So you can, it's a paid s'mores thing, but they provide marshmallows free for everybody. So we did that. We were unable to do the bike rental because it closes at 5. And we weren't able to fish because it closed at 1 something. So lack of preparation on our part. And then we weren't able to get the carriage because there wasn't a reservation open for that. Again, like, we did not plan that out. We were just kind of going loosey-goosey. No big deal. No feelings were hurt. The Rare Beauty blush. This is what I have, and this is Happy. This is so pretty, like this color. I like it. I like the iridescent, and you don't have to use much. So we're done just chilling. I know we go get dinner. We go get some dinner. Just easy chicken tenders and nuggies, or chicken tenders and french fries. Nothing too crazy. So we start heading back to the room. We go in there and my husband is like, oh gosh, in between the beds, it's really wet. Like, really? Did we spill something? No, we didn't spill anything. So then he goes to the other side of the bed, but the wall between the bathrooms and that bed, soaking wet. So he's like, what on earth? He's asking Annie, did she spill anything? I have the Naked eyeshadow palette. This is how I kind of fill in my eyebrows with my Sephora brushes. Nope. And he says it's really wet on that side, like closest to the bathroom. And then Annie brings it up to us. She's like, oh yeah, I didn't say anything. It was like that last night when we got in. And I was like, oh no. So I called room services and talked to them, and they immediately were like, do you want to move resorts? And I was like, I don't know because I really don't want to pack up. But also at the same time, like, I don't know how long this has been leaking. Mold freaks me out. I don't know, like, let me talk to my husband about it. And she said, that's totally fine. And I will call around to some moderate resorts and try to get you switched out. Obviously, spoiler alert, we're not in a moderate resort. And so I'm like, okay. So she says, give me a moment. She sends up an engineer. She sends up housekeeping to try to kind of look to see if it can be fixed. And then housekeeping to try to get the water off, like, out of the carpet. And so the engineer comes into our room, looks at it all, and he's like, yeah, that's a lot of water. Let me go up to the attic. So he goes up to the attic, comes back, and essentially says that it's a leak. Yes, probably. And he said that he suggested that we move rooms because it was, no matter what kind of like extraction they were going to do to try to get all the water out, it was not going to be dry for a really long time, and that they were going to have to take some time to solve the problem. So to me, that was kind of like reading between the lines, like, yeah, this is probably worse than what they were wanting me to know. In addition, the engineer told me that the rooms were already starting to smell like mildew. So I was like, yikes. Yeah, that's all I needed to know. So then we immediately started packing up, and the lady that was helping us before, she hasn't called back, but we're already in the mode of packing up. Like, we're not going to stay in those type of conditions. In the midst of all of this is where all the truth started coming out, and don't come at me in the comments, but then Tyler and I just started being honest about how we felt about the resort. And honestly, this is going to be pretty bold. I would have preferred to stay at an All-Stars resort or Pop resort than spend the money that I did on the Princess room. Now I know that all the other rooms have been updated. I'm sure they're lovely and I'm sure that they're nice, but the Princess rooms, like, they're really expensive for the conditions of the room that we experienced. In addition, like, I think they're just extremely outdated. Like I said, like, the upholstery was stained, the floor, like, the carpet is carpet. When you have that many people in a resort room, like, I can't imagine how difficult it is for housekeeping to keep the integrity of that room as much as they can, so they don't, you know, I mean, it's carpet and that much foot traffic on it, and kids come to Disney World, all the things. So it's just really outdated. In addition, like, I've stayed at French Quarter before, and it was a vibe. Like, I had so much fun. We even walked over there. I forgot to say that. We walked over there the night before and to get some beignets. And Tyler's like, wow, like, this is so nice. I'm like, yeah, it's really, really nice. The vibe is there. Riverside, I never got a vibe with. I never could vibe with it. It was beautiful, absolutely stunning, gorgeous. Magnolia trees are my favorite trees. Like, I love the flowers when they bloom. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna set my makeup with the Charlotte Tilbury. Love this. I actually do prefer this over Urban Decay. It didn't make me feel like I was at Disney, and I know that's crazy. So I've pretty much stayed, I think there's like 2 resorts that I've never stayed at. And I just did not feel a vibe at all coming from there. So fast forward, we finally hear from the lady, and she's like, I've got 2 options for you. You can go to Coronado, which is a standard room, which we've stayed at Coronado, but we've always stayed in the tower, which are stunning. Or you can stay at Animal Kingdom Lodge. So I was asking Tyler, I'm like, well, okay, let's do Animal Kingdom Lodge. And she's like, okay, we'll do Animal Kingdom Lodge. Let me just confirm it. So she got the very last reservation at Animal Kingdom Lodge. So barely got it. So we pack up, they transfer us, they give us a voucher, make sure that we're all taken care of. We arrive to Animal Kingdom Lodge. Tyler walks in and he's like, yep, this is it. And I'm like, yep, you're in a deluxe resort. That's why you feel amazing. We are deluxe people. We love it. That's why I rent a lot of points to be able to stay at deluxe resorts for a better price. It's just we just like it. But again, I would honestly would rather have stayed at Pop or one of the All-Star resorts over Riverside. French Quarter, great. Riverside, I can't confidently say that I would ever stay there again or recommend it to you. Now, again, I know that there's a lot of people that love the standard rooms, like the newly renovated, and I know there's a lot of people that love the princess rooms, and that's okay. This is 100% subjective, 100% opinionated. This is just our experience. So we're here, we go get dinner, and we stand in line, and this lady that's working there doesn't know our situation at all. And she says, and this is my lipstick, I have the Sephora collection, the matte, and it's number 2. And she says, whenever I'm going to give you an extra pizza, because we only ordered 2 pizzas. We normally share all of our food because Annie, we never know if a 4-year-old's going to eat much or not. And the lady is like, hey, I'm going to give you all an extra pizza, and then tell them at checkout that this is a magic moment and you don't have to pay for dinner. So we didn't have to pay for dinner. That was so nice. So then we're walking out, and then this lady randomly comes up to Annie and is like, hi, like, would you like this cup of stickers? Literally gave Annie an entire cup of Mickey stickers. So Tyler's looking at me, and I'm like, I don't know. And he's like, first of all, he's like, you ended up getting what you wanted because you wanted to do a split stay at Animal Kingdom Lodge. Now we got an upgrade for free, and we just got our dinner for free. Annie's got some stickers. He's like, where's our free car? So it ended up being a really great day. And people say, like, it's the magic of Disney, to which Yes, I've had so much magical Disney moments, but I would say that this was a moment that we were able to teach Annie to always be kind no matter the circumstance. So, like, none of these situations were anyone's fault. We just got dealt, I mean, it stunk that we had to, it was inconvenient that we had to pack up and leave. But through the entire situation, like, we kept calm, we stayed nice, we stayed kind, we stayed thankful to everybody that was helpful. And it was a really great example to show Annie that regardless of whatever situation, that as long as that we're kind, that God sees everything in quiet, even if it's in quiet, even if it's in the front of everybody, that he always sees and he will always provide, one, but he can give favor and give and bless those that are trying their best to be a good representation of him. And that's essentially what I told Tyler. I was like, you know what, like, this is absolutely the favor of the Lord, because we took the opportunity, instead of yelling at the cast members, instead of demanding a deluxe resort and that we need to be compensated and a free night and we deserve so much, like we're the only ones here at Disney World. No, we didn't do that. We just took what was going to be given to us and be thankful that we have a room to stay in, and that's what was going to happen. So we ended up at Animal Kingdom Lodge. We are currently at Jumbo. I had to think about it. And if I could have chosen between the two, Jumbo or Kidani, Jumbo would have been it. It's so beautiful, stunning actually. These rooms are clean, they're nice, there's a lot of good and working electrical outlets, like no complaints there. And I'm just really happy how everything played out, and very thankful. As soon as we walked in, like, we felt like we were at home. We were really vibing out, and we're still vibing out with the entire experience here at Animal Kingdom. So really, really excited. This morning, I hear them ruffling around in there. Hopefully Annie is truly getting up. I think I hear Tyler getting up. We're gonna try to early entry and rope drop Hollywood Studios. We'll see how that goes. I'm not feeling like our timing is on our side, but I do have quite a few lightning lanes. The priority is for Annie to have Hollywood Tower of Terror. I know we're gonna do Slinky Dog. I know we're gonna do Rise. Normally I have a lot of success at Hollywood Studios with lightning lanes, but like I said, Hollywood Tower of Terror is the priority with my child. So I think I'm also gonna have to reevaluate our outfits because it's really, really cold. Let's look at the weather. Always check the weather. It's 44 degrees, real feel, 47 degrees, and raining. It's gonna be an interesting morning. I've got to get them going because it's going slow, and it's 7:50. Early entry is 8:30, and they're still in bed. It's not going great.
You had me at hello, 'cause where you go is where I go. I don't need nobody else. I got you, and you got me too.
came right out of the blue. I wanna do what you want to. We can leave and run away someday. Someday.
Your coat on? You need help? Let me help her.
Stop spinning in circles.
I say go with it, honey. You're hot. You ready, Annie?
Yep.
Okay. What are we gonna ride first?
I know. Tower Terror.
Tower of Terror. Okay. Tell all of our friends. Say have a good day.
Have a good day.
Say like and subscribe.
Have and subscribe.
Okay.
Call me anytime that you need a friend, and call me anytime when you're at a tight and you. I got you, and you got me too. We can always make it through. What we do is what we do. I can take you